Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and I'm super pumped up to bring you another toy review. And today we're going to be taking a look at Wreck-It Ralph. Yes, well, not Wreck-It Ralph, exactly the film, but a character from Wreck-It Ralph. Of course, his counter good guy, representative of the Mario type character here. And it is, of course, Fix-It Felix, or Fix-It Felix Jr. This toy is brought to us by Thinkway. So, very, very cool there. And, first off, let's take a look at the packaging here real quick. As you can see, it's packed very, very simply, but at the same time, it's very effective. It does definitely convey the idea of being a colorful and a fun little, toy representation of the characters in the film. As you can see, it's basically just a giant clamshell, and we see right away, right in the middle, we've got Fix-It Felix and of course his wall fixing gimmick, which we will get to in just a bit. If we flip it right over, we can see some of the features and more specifics right here, as you can see. So we've got some of the stuff that he will do, which we'll get to as we pop the packaging open. And there's all the other figures in the line. Collect them all, just like Pokemon. We've got Fix-It Felix, which we'll be taking a look at right now. Of course, also I have a review up for Wall Smashing Ralph, so make sure to check that out. And there is the Hero's Duty Ralph, or as I like to call it, Halo's Duty Ralph, because to me it combines Halo's science fiction stuff with Call of Duty's over-the-top action and enters it into a video game world. So there you have it, guys. Let's pop this sucker open and let's take a look at the goodies inside. Alrighty, guys, so now we've got Felix out of the packaging, and let's get up close and personal with Fix-It Felix. Before we get to the actual accessory, which I'm sure you guys are excited about, let's take a look at Felix himself. So first off, right off the bat, I want to say that he definitely looks really well in terms of representing his counterpart within the film. He has got the right proportions. I like the way that he portrays that animated look of the large head and the oversized hands and feet and everything. And I think that that's a great thing that they were able to pull off, because it's very difficult often to translate animation into plastic. So that's something that they were successful with. Of course, he didn't have this giant lever on his back, but we'll get to that in just 1 second. So of course, as you can see, the head sculpt is done really nicely. Definitely portrays that Pixar charm that was available within the film. He's got the FF on his hat there, which of course doesn't stand for Fantastic Four. No, it stands for Fix-It Felix. The hat looks like it could be removed. It's probably glued on, but when I started giving it a little bit of a pull, you can start to see that there is no hair sculpted past this point, so you probably don't want to do that and just keep the hat on. So as we work our way down here, we've got a nice little name tag. His shirt's done really well. Of course, the gloves, his hammer that gets him out of trouble with Wreck-It Ralph. And he's got his little utility belt, I guess you could call it. And his jeans, as well as some nice boots to support that. As far as the articulation goes, he's actually fairly well articulated as well. He can do the zombie Exorcist 360. His arms are interesting because one arm has the gimmick in it, which we'll get to just 1 second, but his left arm has a lot of articulation, as it can rotate freely, go up and down, bend at the elbow there, so he could do a little bit of domo arigato. Well, there you have it. And this arm is a little different because it's got a clickety motion, like it clicks, like it definitely offers up much more resistance. It still has all the articulation that was available with the other arm, but as you can see, it does that clicking motion. The reason for that is because when you pull on the lever, he can bring it down and go, it's hammer time, do-do-do-do. It's hammer time. Okay, enough of that. Now that I've embarrassed myself completely, very good. It's exactly what I wanted to pull off. But his legs are actually articulated fairly well as well, which again is surprising. He can kick forward, he can kick butt back, he can bend at the knee, and he can even do a little bit of a split, so he could like fix things as he's in a split. He's like, oh, okay, well, that looked wrong. Let's not do that. I didn't even realize what I was doing. Let's not do that. And let's get to the actual cool part, which is, of course, the little accessory here. So now that we've looked at Felix, he's going to go to the side there and hang out with all the other game characters in the background. And, well, in this case, you can only see the game cases, but there are characters up at the top. Let's take a look at the actual little piece here that comes along with him, which is a fairly large piece. So if you compare it to the size of my hand, that's pretty big. And basically features like the building design that was available before. If you remember, of course, that's kind of what happens in the game. It's a very similar game to like Donkey Kong in terms of, well, the idea is the same as Donkey Kong and Mario, Fix-It Felix being Mario, and in this case, basically, the idea is that Wreck-It Ralph smashes the building, and it's up to Fix-It Felix to fix the building. So that's kind of what the feature that they went with here. As you can see, there's a wall, and it basically becomes double-sided, and the way that it works is you rotate the piece, and it locks into place once you have these kind of broken walls, and then you have to press on the window to fix it, to fix the wall. But to make it a little more fun, of course, we've got Fix-It Felix to help us along. So we're going to come over here and just, well, come on, there we go. So there you go. Fix-It Felix can fix things. So if you've got a broken wall, Wreck-It Ralph smash this building, and then Felix comes along and he's like, oh, that's a broken building. Boom, let's fix it. And there we go, and he fixes it up nicely. But there you have it. He looks very, very cool. He's not too big. He's definitely proportional to Ralph, which is great. I think he's an absolutely cute looking character as well. Does a great job of portraying that what he was in the film. He looks definitely proportional and looks for the price that you're paying, which in my case was $12. I think that he looks absolutely awesome, and he'll look very cool if you've got like a little Pixar setup or a Wreck-It Ralph setup. In my case, it's just a Pixar setup, so I've got like some Toy Story stuff. It'd be Wreck-It Ralph, a couple of Cars things, so things like that. And being a big Pixar fan, I definitely had to pick this up, especially at $12. You couldn't go wrong. You get a large accessory to play around with, and a very, very cool looking character on top of that. So there you have it, guys. That concludes our review for Fix-It Felix. If you guys enjoyed this review, please hit that like button, guys, in the comments, in the not description box, right below the video. But if you want to leave a comment, leave it in the comment section below. Of course, you can also check out in the description box a link that will send you to the Wreck-It Ralph review, or wait for the end slate, which will feature basically a picture to send you and an annotation to send you to the Wreck-It Ralph review. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. You guys are freaking awesome. Peace out and see you later.